Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about topic the create work breakdown structure WBS. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam or PMP in near future. So let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, create work breakdown structure or WBS. This is a topic which we have taken it from the PMBOK Guide Project Management Body of Knowledge. This is the book issued by PMI, which is a non-profit based organization, and the create work breakdown structure, it is a process related to project scope management knowledge area. Friend, this is a very fundamental project management tool that breaks down a project into smaller, more manageable components. If you just see the term work breakdown structure, that means you are basically breaking down the project into smaller pieces, or you can say a divide and rule concept. That means you divide the project into smaller pieces so that you can estimate it, you can analyze it, and you can control it as well. It is basically a hierarchical decomposition of the project into phases, deliverables, and work packages. Work package is the smallest unit in the work breakdown structure. That means which can be estimated and controlled. The WBS helps in organizing and understanding the scope of the project, facilitating better planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling. See, let me give you an example here. For example, you are implementing a mobile application for a e-commerce solution. Let's suppose. So it's a very high level thing that you have to make a mobile application. Now what you can do, like you have to divide the work into smaller pieces. For example, first of all you have to identify that whether you have to make a mobile application for Android or whether you have to make it for iOS application. Then what you will do, like you will do the planning. Okay, in the planning you will do the scoping, functional specification. Then in the development you do the software development. In the testing you will do the QA and UAT, and then in the production deployment you will deploy the release on the production. So it's a very high level work breakdown structure. So in that way you can basically analyze it and divide the work into smaller pieces so that you can focus on the things. You can focus on the delivery, actually, that how much time is required, how much cost is required, how many resources are required. So first thing is the define project scope. In that, before creating the WBS work breakdown structure, you must have a clear understanding of the project scope. Scope means the things which you are going to deliver to the customer. Here important thing, that the things which are part of the scope and which are not part of the scope should be clearly defined in the project scoping. So in that means that you have to identify the scope statement. You have to identify the project objectives, deliverables, and constraints. The deliverables are the things which you are at the end of the day, at the end of the project, you are going to deliver. For example, mobile application is a deliverable, website is a deliverable. For example, any document is a deliverable. Constraints means the limitations in the project. That means like time is a constraint. That, for example, you must have to complete a project within 5 months. For example, cost is a constraint. That means you cannot spend more than $5,000, for example. So these are the constraint concept. Next is the identify the major deliverable. For example, you if you are, let me give you an example. You are implementing an e-commerce solution. So the deliverable here, for example, Android mobile application and iOS mobile application. So these are the two major deliverable which you are going to deliver to the customer. This is just an example. Then decompose the major deliverable. Now if you identify the deliverable, so identify the components, or identify the components of the deliverable. For example, Android application means that for Android application you have to make the scope document, you have to make the FS, you have to make the development. Okay, then how will you do the development, then how will you do the testing, how will you do the deployment, and also you have to deploy, you have to upload it on the store as well. So this decomposition is usually done through a process of successive detailing as well. So a proper detailing is required so that you can divide the major deliverable into major decomposition. Normally, we use a hierarchical structure for work breakdown structure. That means decompose elements in a hierarchical structure. For example, in planning, what you will do, like you will list down the activities in the planning. In the development, these are the activities. In the testing, these are the activities, and in the deployment, these are the activities which are required. So basically, it's a hierarchical structure that major deliverable at the top level and progressively detailed components you move down the structure. Then define the work package. Work packages are the smallest unit in the WBS and represent specific manageable tasks that can be assigned to a team or an individual. Each work package should be clearly defined and include the activities necessary to complete the task. Then assign a WBS code to a work package. That means every work package should have some identification code. Basically, this coding system helps in organizing and referencing WBS elements, making it easier to manage and communicate as well. Once the WBS has been made, you have to involve the stakeholders. The stakeholders are those persons which have stake in a project. Like any a stake means they have interest in project positively or negatively. So collaborate with the project stakeholders, including team members and subject matter experts, to ensure that WBS accurately reflect the scope and is comprehensive. Here, important thing, the experts are very important. That you must have to check with the expert knowledge areas, experts who have the knowledge about any particular domain, so that anything should not be missed in the WBS. You can also use the standard WBS templates. That means nowadays standard templates are available. For example, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Project has the WBS templates. So you can also use those templates, and this can streamline the process and ensure the consistency as well. Then conduct a thorough review of the WBS to ensure that it aligns with the project scope and objectives. Revise as necessary based on the feedback from stakeholders. So that means you will check the scope documents, you will check the objectives, and make sure that anything should not be missed out in the WBS, because if anything missed out in the WBS, it will missed out from the whole project. Then you can integrate the WBS with the project schedule. It's a best approach that you can use the Microsoft project to link the WBS with the project schedule, so it will allow for better tracking of progress, resource allocation, and monitoring of project activities. Then communicate the WBS to the project team and stakeholders, and a clear and a shared understanding of the project structure enhances collaboration and coordination. Then maintain and update means that regularly update the WBS throughout the project lifecycle. As the project progresses, new details may emerge and adjustment to the WBS may necessary. The work breakdown structure is a dynamic tool that evolves as the project unfolds. It serves as a foundation for various project management activities, including scheduling, budgeting, risk management, and resource allocation. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video.